Hey guys, it's Phil. Monday the 26th. Been a long time since we've had a video update. I had a lot of people ask about it. Just didn't really have anything new to report until today. We were at Hopkins. The doctors at this point in time feel like they want to go ahead and admit Emerson into the hospital for the duration of our wait for a transplant. He's kind of had a slow and steady decline over the last month or so that we've kind of seen here at home. The echocardiogram showed he's got more fluid building up around his heart. His stomach is more distended, and he's really having problems with his feeding tube feedings. You know, we feed him 4 or 5 times a day over the course of an hour of feeding. And afterwards, he gets really, really bad colicky. Just can't tolerate it. Vomits. It gets really kind of just violently ill, and all that is a function of as food enters his stomach and intestines call for more blood supply to start the digestive process, and his heart just can't do it, and so the whole thing just gets thrown out of whack. So the doctors wanted to admit him. We decided, or they agreed to let us wait until Thursday morning to do that. So we're going to go in Thursday morning to start that process. Basically, at home for the last month, we've been on the max dosage of Lasix that they would give a child at home. It's a diuretic, trying to take the fluid, the excess fluid out of his system. They will put him on some more different diuretics as well as some drugs that will relax the capillaries and muscles in his body to help his heart hopefully function and squeeze a little better, and all that combined will help boost his cardiac output, as well as doing basically a 24/7 continuous very slow feeding instead of various batches throughout the day. To do that, we have to be in the ICU for an unspecified amount of time. When they start these different new drugs, I guess it can cause arrhythmias. When you start more diuretics, it actually can be counterproductive to his cardiac output depending on the dosage and how his heart handles it. So he's going to be very closely monitored, which is why he's got to be in the ICU. When they kind of get it dialed in right and see that he's constant, steady, and stable for, I think I said 48 hours straight without any problems, then there's a good chance that we can get moved down to the transplant floor, which would be a good thing because it's a little bit more private, a little bigger room, private bathroom for the parent and child. And he's able to have, normal visiting hours and see people and kind of, be in a more normal situation. So hopefully it won't be too long in the ICU. We will be in the hospital for the duration of the wait till a transplant, which of course is a unknown amount of time. The benefit of going into the hospital at this point in time is that it'll upgrade our status to a more critical status. And consequently, for our region and age and blood type, we will be next in line at this point in time on Thursday. We have been second in line all this time, and I believe that we'll be first in line now. So hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer. God only knows. So Sarah's going to probably spend, 5 days a week with him at the hospital. I'm hoping to do 2 days a week, just depending on schedule with the barn and racing and training and whatnot. We've got a little bit of help lined up with the other 2 kids as far as rides for church choir and riding and hockey and all this sort of stuff. If anybody here is local and has kind of some availability to maybe help us out with the other 2 kids a little bit, that would be great. But we're working through a lot of that right now. I think other than that, that's about all I got for you. Appreciate your thoughts and concerns and prayers, and continue to keep you updated. And hopefully the next video blog will be from my phone as I'm rushing to the hospital for a transplant here before too long. But appreciate you guys, and have a great Christmas.